The North Charleston Coliseum, now 18 years old. Remember when it was first built? I do. We all wondered at first just what the outside of that Coliseum was really intended to resemble. And now it's just part of a much bigger area that has spawned a convention center and a performing arts center, hotels, and an outlet mall. As things get older, they sometimes require some work. Coliseum Director Dave Holscher joins me now to talk about what's going on over there. And I don't mean when things get older that they require work, as in our particular cases, since we've both been around so long. But the whole notion of this bit of a metamorphosis that's going on over there called the Montague Terrace.
Right. The Montague Terrace is an exciting new project that really is something we've been looking at for a few years. It's a great new addition, essentially an extension of the concourse to allow greater flow for the patrons to get to concessions and restrooms, but it really adds a new dimension of a space that we can do a lot more things in.
You know, when I first saw some of the things that would now facilitate that area, I saw, you know, bigger concession stands and a little better flow for people, but it's even more than that. I've seen some of the diagrams. There's going to be an actual performing area or an area to eat, dining opportunities, smaller gatherings, I guess?
Absolutely. One of the things we haven't had the ability to do really is the high-end catering, the special event catering kinds of things, and we're going to completely redo the kitchen as a part of this project. There'll be a new chef and banquet staff coming in to really add another dimension for the patrons in the area to come in and do some special event catering, as well as you mentioned earlier, the entertainment, theater, concert events. We actually have a show on sale right now, Glorious Gershwin, that Brad and Jennifer Morantz are producing, that will debut in mid-September in this space. So we've set it up so it's production friendly, it's fully carpeted, it's going to be a cabaret style seating for these entertainment events, but again, a multi-purpose event space for catering, as well as the food court during the Bruce Springsteen's or the Sugarland that we have coming up in March type of show.
I see.
A lot more offerings for the food and beverage. You know, the world of concessions and food has just grown, and especially in this area being such a food aficionado type place, there's a lot more things we can offer that really weren't in the mix in terms of the equipment and the capabilities when the Coliseum first opened. So we're growing in many areas to accommodate the patron and make it a better experience.
On schedule with construction, everything's scheduled to be as
we are. We started in September, and we are looking at June 1st for the opening of the venue. So everything seems to be going right along. Then in the summer, we'll be doing some renovation on our suites inside where some of the current concessions are, as a result of being able to pull those out into this new Montague Terrace area. And then eventually on the north side as well, we're taking that opportunity to expand the 8 suites inside the Coliseum and really make those true suites for the suite holders that have been with us.
Since I mentioned it kiddingly in the introduction about we all wondered 18 years ago, because it looked so different from the outside than any other Coliseum I'd ever seen. And I think you even told me some years back that initially it was thought to resemble like a straw basket that had the inner...
the sweetgrass basket was the best description anybody could ever describe to me. That design was there before I got here. I got here and they were still constructing the Coliseum, but that decision and rationale had already been dealt with.
I don't know if that's true, but I think it makes for a good story, and it works. You know?
Right, absolutely, absolutely.
All right, how many people will this Montague Terrace accommodate when you talk about, say, some of the small theatrical performances or the dining opportunities?
Well, for the catering, we can do up to 1,000 people in there for a reception. For a sit-down event, you're closer to 500. And then the entertainment, the comedy shows, the theater, the smaller concerts will be in that 300 to 500 to 600 range, because we're going to do it at a sit-down cabaret style and have some staging and things in there. So it'll be a great new space, unlike what we can currently do in the Performing Arts Center, where we got 2,300 seats,
right.
And of course the Coliseum's bigger. This gives us some added opportunities to do smaller things.
Very good. Well, I appreciate you coming in. It was hardly a kind of, in my mind, a breaking news circumstance, but I go by there from time to time. I'm kind of eyeballing the construction, and the outside has already taken shape, and I was just curious where everything stood on the inside.
Well, I appreciate you giving me a chance to come by.
Yeah, well, we'll have you back sometime down the road. There's always stuff going on over there, but I appreciate you coming in. Dave Holscher, director over at the Coliseum, and I'll also give you a reminder, you can check out Charleston Scene. They've always got a very good list of upcoming attractions in the coming weeks and months, and you can also find that at charlestonscene.com.